Welcome to our channel where we delve into the abyss of fear, where shadows dance and whispers echo with terror. Tonight we explore the unsettling realm of mirrors, those seemingly ordinary objects that reflect our image yet hold a sinister potential to act as gateways to other dimensions. We've collected 3 horrifying tales of strange mirrors, each more unsettling than the last. These stories, whispered in hushed tones, tell of abandoned houses, antique shops, and cursed objects, each haunted by mirrors that reflect not our world, but something far more sinister. Turn off the lights, sit back, and prepare to be scared. Let these tales seep into your mind, and remember, as you gaze into a mirror tonight, consider what might be gazing back. Deep in the heart of a forgotten forest, shrouded in an eerie silence, stood an abandoned house. Locals whispered tales of the house, claiming it to be cursed, a place where the veil between our world and the next was thin. The house stood dilapidated, its windows like vacant eyes, its paint peeling like decaying skin. But it was the mirror, hidden deep within the house, that held the true horror. The mirror, once a proud ornament in the house's grand hallway, now hung askew, its surface clouded with dust and age. One day, a group of adventurous teenagers, drawn by the thrill of the unknown, decided to explore the abandoned house. They stepped over creaking floorboards, their laughter echoing through the empty halls, their youthful bravado a shield against the oppressive atmosphere. One of the teenagers, a girl named Sarah, stumbled upon the mirror. Curiosity piqued. She wiped the dust away, her breath fogging the cold surface. As she peered into the mirror, she noticed something strange. Instead of her reflection, she saw a distorted image of the hallway, twisted and unfamiliar. It was subtle at first, a slight warping of the walls, a deeper darkness in the corners. But as Sarah continued to stare, the image in the mirror shifted further, becoming more grotesque, more alien. The hallway and the reflection stretched into impossible depths, the walls pulsating with an unnatural life. Panic gripped Sarah's heart. She tried to look away, to break free from the mirror's gaze, but she found herself paralyzed, her eyes locked on the horrifying scene unfolding before her. A figure began to emerge from the depths of the mirrored hallway, a shadowy silhouette with eyes that glowed with an eerie, malevolent light. Sarah screamed, her voice echoing through the empty house. Her friends, alerted by her cry, rushed to the hallway, but they were too late. The shadowy figure in the mirror lunged, its ethereal hand reaching out from the reflective surface. Sarah vanished with a gasp, pulled into the mirror, leaving behind only the echo of her terror. Her friends, horrified, stared at the mirror, now reflecting their own terrified faces. They fled the house. The image of Sarah's disappearance seared into their minds. The abandoned house stood silent once more, the mirror within holding its dark secret, a gateway to another dimension, a hungry portal claiming the living. Some say Sarah is still trapped within the mirror, her screams echoing through the mirrored hallways of that other dimension. Others say the mirror acts as a beacon, drawing the curious and the foolish to their doom. Whatever the truth, one thing remains certain: the abandoned house and its strange mirror remain a chilling reminder of the unseen horrors that lurk just beyond our perception. The story of Sarah and the abandoned house mirror serves as a chilling reminder that some doors are best left unopened, some reflections best left unseen. For what lies beyond the veil of our reality might be far more terrifying than anything we can imagine. In the heart of a bustling city, nestled among vintage furniture and forgotten trinkets, lay an antique shop. Its windows, filled with dusty relics, hinted at forgotten stories and whispered secrets. The shop's proprietor, a stoic old man with eyes that seemed to hold ancient knowledge, presided over his domain with an air of quiet wisdom, or perhaps resignation. Amongst the antique clocks, chipped porcelain dolls and faded tapestries, stood a mirror unlike any other. Its ornate frame, crafted from dark wood, was intricately carved with strange symbols, their meanings lost to time. The mirror's surface, instead of clear glass, seemed to shimmer like a pool of liquid moonlight, its depths holding a strange allure. One afternoon, a young woman named Emily, drawn by an inexplicable pull, wandered into the antique shop. Her eyes, searching for something she couldn't quite name, fell upon the strange mirror. The mirror seemed to call to her, its depths whispering promises of hidden truths and forgotten desires. Emily, captivated by the mirror's allure, purchased it without hesitation, ignoring the unsettling feeling that crept up her spine. She brought the mirror home, placing it in her bedroom, its presence transforming the once familiar space into something different. As Emily gazed into the mirror, she noticed its strangeness wasn't confined to its frame or surface. The reflection staring back at her wasn't quite her own. Her reflection moved with a slight delay, her expression subtly different, her eyes holding a flicker of something unfamiliar. One night, as Emily slept, she was awakened by a soft, melodic hum emanating from the mirror. She sat up, her heart pounding, and saw that the mirror was glowing with an ethereal light, its surface rippling like water disturbed by a gentle breeze. As she watched, mesmerized and terrified, a figure began to emerge from the mirror. It was her reflection, but not quite. This Emily was identical in appearance, yet her demeanor, her eyes radiated an air of confidence and serenity that the real Emily had always yearned for. The mirrored Emily smiled, her voice a haunting echo of Emily's own. "Don't you want to be whole?" she whispered, her hand outstretched from the mirror's surface. Emily, torn between fear and an unexplainable longing, found herself reaching back. As their fingers brushed, the mirror surged with energy, bathing the room in an otherworldly light. When the light subsided, Emily was gone, leaving behind only the antique mirror. Its surface now calm and serene, the strange symbols on its frame seeming to glint with a sinister satisfaction. Had Emily been consumed by her reflection, or had she stepped through the mirror, enticed by the promise of a better life? The antique shop mirror, now silent and still, held its secrets close, a silent testament to the unsettling truth. Sometimes the reflection we see in the mirror is not a reflection, but an invitation. Chapter 3. The Cursed Mirror. In a forgotten corner of a dusty museum, hidden away from public view, rested a mirror shrouded in shadow and whispered dread. Its silver backing had blackened with time, and its once polished surface was marred with a network of cracks. Local legend claimed the mirror was cursed, a conduit to a dark dimension. The museum curator, a skeptical man of science, dismissed these tales as superstitious nonsense. However, his skepticism wavered when he noticed the unsettling effect the mirror had on those who dared to look into its depths. One day, a young security guard, unaware of the mirror's sinister reputation, was making his rounds. As he passed the storage room, he noticed a faint light emanating from under the door. Curiosity overriding caution, he slowly opened the door. The storage room was dark, the only light source the eerie glow of the cursed mirror. As he peered into the mirror's depths, he felt a cold dread grip his heart. The reflection staring back at him wasn't his own. Instead, he saw a swirling vortex of shadows, twisting and writhing like living darkness. The shadows within the mirror reached out, tendrils of darkness wrapping around the security guard. He screamed, his voice swallowed by the shadows, his pleas for help lost in the suffocating darkness. The security guard vanished into the mirror, his body absorbed by the shadows. The storage room fell silent once more, a chilling testament to the unseen horrors that lurk in the shadows. The curator ordered the mirror sealed away in a steel vault, buried deep beneath the museum. For some mirrors reflect not our image, but the darkness that resides within us all. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of darkness. We've explored the unsettling realm of strange mirrors, those seemingly ordinary objects that can become portals to other dimensions. reflecting not our world but something far more sinister. If you enjoyed these tales of terror, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more terrifying tales from the abyss. Share your own scary mirror stories in the comments below. Let your fears bleed into ours. Let your nightmares fuel our own. Until next time, stay safe and beware of the mirrors around you. For you never know what might be watching, waiting for its chance to cross over.